I know they're marching now, and they should be coming from down there.
See signs and
well, I did see
you did
signs.
See signs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Great.
Come back.
Well, I just drove up.
Okay.
I mean, just now got here.
I was there 15 minutes ago.
So yeah, they're there.
How many would you say?
How many?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw. Well, I was east. I mean, I was going east on Nordhoff, so all I could do was look because I had a green light. It was probably maybe 20 or 30.
Oh, that's bigger than I saw. Yeah.
And there were signs.
That's good.
So I don't know if they were just busting them out or, but there was a lot of police. But I also saw, I mean, I think there was something going on in that Bond Center, right? And at the end, when they finally get out exposed, they're just going to say, well, this is the only way we can see how people react, and it's all for the safety of the country. This will end up being something like, when it finally gets exposed, they're going to say, well, we wanted to tell you, but it's really the Iron Dome.
Listen!
Because that's what I thought. As soon as we learned Iron Dome, I thought, well, they're giving us a new vocabulary here. They want us to understand.
Okay, listen. You say that there was a woman named Munoz?
Iron Dome, you've been hearing that word out of nowhere all of a sudden in Israel or something. Yeah.
Sir.
You're like, oh, they want a new vocabulary. We want everybody in the world
Sir.
to no.
Iron Dome's not real?
No, it's a joke. The whole thing is a joke.
You were talking about a woman named Munoz.
Yeah, Adriana Munoz, yeah.
Munoz.
Right.
She's
5 different ones so far.
My co-host, her name is Muniz. Corey Muniz.
Well, sometimes this gal, they mix up her names. They'll say like.
My wife died of lung cancer 10 years ago. I'm concerned about
It gets in the water. When they do water samples, like when you get your water bill from metropolitan water or whatever, and then once a year you kind of get that water.
Yes, traditional kind of metals that we were familiar with, like arsenic and lead and that sort of thing. And
or if they're drones, like that would be a pretty good use of a drone. I would think if it's just. Like some adults in the know, I would think they would say something, just try. Like, just try. I mean, I have kids, but they're 24 or 21. You can at least try. You could try. All you could do is like tell them the problem if they're not happy. It's just monopoly, corporate monopoly taking over the world.
how you doing, Phil? I'm Frank.
Well, if anything, basically,
Sure you go.
I understand.
Okay, because they'll keep us in contact.
Whatever you want to
We'll
do.
say, where's my dad?
Okay, and as soon as we have people sign in, you can go on out and do your thing that you want to do. Okay?
Oh, yeah, okay. Where's the speakers?
Pardon?
Where's the speakers?
Well, the gentleman that you set up with us, T. Matthews,
Yeah.
he never called me back. He was like having all this stuff going on, so
Yeah.
I think he's a no-show. So does what? I'm Northridge. And I get all of it. And this is just a reminder, we cannot
educational portion of the Northridge edition of the Global March on against Chemtrails and GeoEngineering. I'm your main host, Philip Jaffe. That's my co-host, Corey Muniz. And you know, I couldn't put this thing on without her. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't know jack about chemtrails. Seriously, she's an expert. I just do this for fun. I make these events and I give away so that creative people like her can develop them, you know? Develop it, you know, not only did you do this here, but in Van Nuys as well, you know, when the march gets from Athena. I just wanted to bring you to the valley. And so we've got 3 speakers, and I wasn't expecting this to be too long. I get back home in time right to Father Hardin myself, and thanks again, and enjoy.
Your Saturday afternoon. Stop it. It's very, very appreciated. I
There
hope.
is a solution or a number of solutions. They're natural, and there's something that you can engage in. And the title of my talk, so to speak, will be Earth, we have a problem. Toxic waste. That's what we're talking about today. And I'm sure some of you probably have ever seen inside of a chemtrail airplane and how it's set up, and you'll see that it is actually.
Do you have copies of this?
Not copies I can take that you can take with you, but if you give your email, I'll be more than glad to send this. I'll be more than glad to send this kind of stuff.
It's online too, that picture.
Absolutely. And what I want to do in essence is just to give you an idea of what's going on. I got a number of pictures I want to and to kind of give you an idea of the that are used for actually doing a spray.
Can you pass them through the front?
Right.
Thank you so much.
So that you can get an idea. And one of the things I want you to understand, and you probably haven't seen, or maybe you have, where someone actually flew just slightly above one of the planes, and they are actually spraying out these contrails / chemtrails. Now they call it geoengineering. They want us to talk in terms of geoengineering. But in reality, this is a chemical trail. Now if you look at this picture here, and you pass it around, you'll see that there's like a little rainbow coming out along with the chemtrail. And what that is a dimethyl bromide. That is an actual dispersant. And the dimethyl bromide, I don't know if you know this, but it is the same chemical that you when it
I do think the alien thing is there to scare us. I'm not in that camp because I think I've seen how the government has used alien slots to try and make it this overwhelming threat that we can't stop. I think a lot of that could be brainwashed, but you know, I'm open to the possibility. I do really think it's possible for human beings to do this. They're just not as afraid as the rest of the masses because they've got everything at their fingers.
He's saying this is not within.
We've got to move on. Right. We've got to move on. If you want to speak after, that's great, but we've got to move on.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to do now is to just to give you an idea of how we can mitigate some of this. We're at that point. If you, now, let me just say this about the Morgellons. If you want to find out if you have any trace of it in your system, what I would suggest is you go and get some Concord grape juice, organic. You get a white bowl, and you take maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons of that organic Concord grape juice, and you put it in your mouth and just hold it there for about 30 seconds. That Concord grape juice seems to break down the biofilm, so to speak, of these Morgellon filaments. And if you spit it into a bowl, you'll actually see the Morgellons. It's attracted to that grape juice. They become where you can see them, where they're normally transparent. They become where you can see it, and that'll give you a clue as to whether or not you need to get to the next step and do things to cleanse and clarify the stuff out of the system.
What was the steam bowl?
You'll see movement. Yeah. So
How do you look now when you do it?
Huh?
How does it look now when you do it?
Well, it's much lower. Now that because I just do things on a daily basis to take care of it, especially if I spend any time outdoors.
He drinks a lot of wine.
No, not at the time. Because I was pretty healthy at the time. But if you have and then put the glycerin in it, that takes care of cleaning up the majority of that oil. You do that over a few days, you're pretty much going to get rid of it all. That is just a quick, easy technique. If you find someone or know someone or have too much of this stuff floating around in your system, that is an excellent way to get rid of it. Another thing that you can do. And then the other thing, of course, is you just want to tone the skin because of lesions being produced as a result of it. You can use lime or and you can use garlic on the lesions. That will help it heal very quickly because the Morgellons from our lesions falls apart in the presence of these two foods, lime and garlic. The other thing is that I want
is to go ahead and see everything that the Air Force orders has to have certain protocol and certain chain of command to go through. She would check, she would see what the chem specs are, that tells you how toxic things are, and everything in the Navy or in the Air Force goes through this process. What she noticed was that the Air Force was ordering large numbers of this chemical, and nobody knew what it was. And when she brought it up to her superiors, they just said, look, do your job and don't worry about it. This is something that we're doing. You just do your job.
But I've heard some questions like, you know, we seem to be so stuck in why are they doing this? The fact is they're doing it. How are we going to stop? That's the main focus. If you want to go down the rabbit hole, there are people here that can help you go down the rabbit hole. If you don't believe that, that's fine. There are people that don't believe in you. There are people that don't believe in chemtrails, don't believe in GMOs, don't believe in farming vaccines. So we've got to unite together, even though we're not 100% in agreement. But investment to use aircraft, want to stop it. You know, it does fall back to profit. It does fall back to greed. It does fall back to control. Aluminum is a 20th century metal. Alzheimer's is a 20th century